Lots of folks still have questions about their finances. And so in the next 3 minutes, we're going to try and answer 3 that we have received with the help of personal finance expert Preet Banerjee. Hello to you, sir. Let's get right to it. Our first question comes in from Roman Abbas. Have a listen.
Hi, my name is Roman and I live in Toronto, Ontario. My question is that how can I save money for school since there are limited job opportunities right now? Thank you.
Okay, so help for students. What do you think?
Yeah, so he's talking about limited job opportunities, and there are a couple of options that I think more people should be exploring. So the job bank is actually where you can find a lot of the jobs, and a lot of those jobs were created because of the Canada Summer Student Job Program, which was expanded. And so there are a lot of opportunities there, and I see that they keep on posting jobs every day. There are other sites like, for example, Upwork. So as an example, I have personally hired people for small or even longer term tasks for things like data processing, or even students for help with projects on, for example, qualitative research for different projects that are worked on. So make sure you're exploring those 2 avenues. And then, as was mentioned today, there is also, a continuing of the doubling of the Canada student grants, which can be worth $6,000 in grants that you don't have to pay back as well. So make sure you're looking at all those benefits that are available to you.
Okay, the next question we have comes from Christopher C. from Barrie, Ontario, asking, should I use a CPA? So get professional help to do my taxes. I'm wanting to make sure I claim everything now that I work at home. And so maybe you can tackle that in reverse order. I mean, what can a person who works from home claim? And then, should they seek professional help?
Yeah, so there's a lot of credits and deductions that can be available. And again, in the economic update, I think they mentioned that there was a new home office expense credit that can be claimed, which is about $400 as well. So because there are so many of these credits and deductions, it can be overwhelming for a lot of people. So the choice of whether you do your own taxes or you use an accountant to help you is one that a lot of people face. So what I would suggest to a lot of people is it's not just about whether or not you can complete the taxes. It's also about whether or not you want to deal with the hassle of doing it. So you can, in some cases, do both at the same time. So you can fill out your own return and maybe 1 year or 2 use an accountant. And if the numbers match, that you're doing a good job, and then you can determine, is it worth the hassle to have someone else do it for me, or do I want to do it myself?
Right. I've got about 15 seconds left for this last question. It comes from Christy Anderson in Calgary. Should we be prepared for an economic depression after? What do you think?
Okay, so 15 seconds, I'm going to say no. If you compare it to the Great Depression, there's so many things that we have now that we didn't, but we learned from the Great Depression. And we had things like, robust employment insurance. We have better monetary policy. We have better oversight of our financial institutions. So for that reason, no, I don't think you have to worry about a depression.
Preet Banerjee, you've been very helpful. Personal finance expert. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.